Hi, this is part 2 of UDF. In this session, I will talk more on UDF properties, type, structure, and validation. UDFs are added to the objects table and have a prefix U underscore. UDF retained during upgrade and can be copied to a new company. New field is added to all document instances, including records already saved in the database. UDF functions as normal fields and can be used in queries and reports. Can import data into a user defined field using data transfer workbench. When you add a new field to the database structure will be updated. So it is important to make the users logged off to the system and then do the database changes. When we create a new UDF, we need to define a certain property for UDF like title, description, type, length, structure, validation. One important point here that we should note, we cannot change the type and structure after we have added the field to the database. If by mistake we have created any UDF, we need to remove it and create it again. There are different types available in SAP Business One for UDF. Those are alphanumeric type, numeric, date, time, units, and totals, general. Each type includes a structure. For alphanumeric, we have four structure: regular, address, telephone number, text. Regular, the maximum character for the regular structure is 254 character. The text structure can accommodate 2 GB of text in header field and 255 KB of text in the row field. Fields with numeric type can only hold integers, therefore there is no structure for the numeric type. Fields selected with a date and time type can have a date or hour as the structure. These fields behaves in exactly the same way as other date and time fields in the system. To enter fraction as well as integer number in the new field, we use the units and total type. So those are, we can select rate, amount, price, quantity, percent, measures. These are the structure of unit and total type. General type can hold links and graphics. Fields with link structure can link to the file or to a web address. Fields with the image structure can accommodate pictures. There are three validation options available while creating a UDF. Those are There are three validation options available while creating UDF. Those are link to entities, valid values, advanced. Link to entities link user defined field in a form to a system object, a user defined table, or a user defined object. Validation defines the list of possible values for a user defined field. User selects value from the predefined list. User cannot update or add values to the list. The advanced validates different rules for values entered in the UDF. User can only enter value that meet the certain rules. So for that we use the advanced validation option. Let us create a few UDF and see how we can define the user defined fields and their properties. If you found this video informative, give a like, subscribe the channel and hit a bell icon. Thank you. We will create a 3 UDF: project manager, which we will link to the project; special remarks, which we will create on a purchase order header; and is QC check. This UDF we will create at a row level. So for the project manager, we will define an alphanumeric type and we will link the validation to a user object. For special remarks, we will make this as a text and a mandatory field. For each QC check, we will define alphanumeric and validation to accept only defined value yes or no. So let us create the project manager UDF. Tools, customization tool, user defined field, master data, project code, add, project manager, description, project manager, so we will keep it as a alphanumeric and validation to link the user object. Alphanumeric, length 200, structure regular, validation link to entity, will link to a user defined, will link to a user object, which is a user's object, add. So it will create a UDF under the project master data. So the UDF is created under the projects. We should see the project manager. Here you can see the project manager, and since we have defined validation which is linked to an entity, so I can see here, if I select that, I can select the users. So this UDF is linked to a user object, so I can select the user object and I can update the project data. So this is the new UDF is created. If we can check in the query, tools, query generator, for the project, the object is OPRG project. So you can see the UDF created U underscore project manager. Any UDF created which will be prefixed with U underscore. So U underscore means it is a UDF field. So if I execute this one, I can see the project manager, a new UDF created under the object project code. Now a second UDF that we want to create is special remark that we are going to create on the marketing document header line. Tools, customization tool, user defined, marketing document. Under the title we will create new, so we will select the title, click on add, give the title name, the user defined field name, so I will keep it a special remarks, description, special remarks, will define as a alphanumeric and text. The moment I select the text option, the length will not be visible. So now the UDF is created under the marketing document title with the name of special remark. So now we can go and check in any of the marketing document. Let us open purchase order. So when we open the purchase order, by default the UDF on the marketing document will not display on the main form. To view the UDF on the marketing document, we have to go to the view select the user defined field, and then user defined field will be populated on the right hand side by default, and we can see the special remark which is now available in the marketing document. So any document we open, this field will be available. Let us see in a goods receipt purchase order document. View user defined field, special remark is also available in the goods receipt PO. Similarly, any document we open, this UDF will be available at the header level. Now the third UDF that we are going to create, which is on the marketing document at a row level, which is QC check. It is alphanumeric and validation will be to accept yes and no. Tools, customization, user defined field, marketing document, rows, and title is QC check. Check QC flag, alphanumeric. You have to take alphanumeric and validation. Alphanumeric regular, validation will be valid value. So now I will populate yes and no. Yes, description I will keep yes. No. No. Add. So now it will create a UDF in the marketing document, in all the marketing document at a row level, and it will only accept yes and no. So now you can see in the taskbar the UDF is getting created in all the marketing document at a row level. So now the UDF has been created. We will go and check in the marketing document. So any marketing document you open, like purchase order, we can see, we can just move on the right hand side and we can see the QC check flag is available in the row level, and it will only accept the yes and no. So if try to create one purchase order, select a supplier, select an item, and select the option for QC check. So now I can select only yes and no. There is no other value that it will accept. So this is how we create different type of UDF in SAP Business One, and we have option to customize the requirement based on the business need. If you found this video informative, give a like, subscribe the channel and hit a bell icon. Thank you.